Hi everyone, it's Alex. I wanted to answer a question that gets asked a lot. The question goes like this: how do I separate job stress from daily life? Or some people would ask, how do I not take work stress home? It's a question that is relevant for most, and if not all of us. I want to propose two things to remind yourself while you are dealing with stress, and two practical things you can do. Today I will be talking mainly about separating work stress from your private life. Perhaps in another video we will talk more about how to avoid stress period and the root cause of some of our stress. Number 1, remind yourself that stress kills your health. Literally, you need to tell yourself. If you want to, write it down, make yourself reminders or notes in your office, in your car, in your home. Stress kills your health. Let's take a look at what stress is and what it does. Stress is a reaction. In most cases, it's a defense mechanism. Imagine any animal that is a prey to another animal. When that animal gets attacked, the whole organism of that animal rushes to produce adrenaline chemical in very high dosage, which in effect partially shuts down the immune system to deal with the high danger situation. Have you ever heard people say that they were able to jump a huge fence while running away from danger or from some dangerous animal? Well, that is the part of our organ that what our organism does. It produces a high level of adrenaline, which enables us to defend ourselves. The fact that our immune system shuts down for a bit is not a problem because stress is meant to be an effective way to deal with danger for a short period of time. The problem comes in when stress is ongoing. It prevents your immune system from working at full capacity. Now, there is only one part or one way that stress has an effect on our bodies. But fact of the matter is that stress hurts our health, and we need to be constantly reminded of this fact in order to be more effective with dealing with different stress in our lives. Number 2, taking stress home makes you less effective when you're at work. Remember earlier in our workshop, we focused on a leader's ability to be a servant and that the main goal of a leader should be to bring value to others? If that is truly your goal, then let's consider what taking stress home will do to you and your team. Many people think that in order to really serve others and bring value, they need to give themselves 100%. And these people go home and continue to work on things for work. They continue to think how to improve things. They continue to think about what happened today and how people reacted. They lose sleep at night. Now, to some, it sounds like a very dedicated and effective leader, but over time, it wears people out, and they end up coming to work exhausted and drained. How do you think somebody will be at work when they're fully drained and didn't get a good rest? In order to effectively serve your team, you must be able to rest. For the sake of your people, you need to go home and focus on other things. Get a good night's rest and come to work refreshed. This is the only way you will be able to truly serve and lead your team effectively. Now, if you care about your body and your health, leave work at work. If you care about your team, leave work at work. Number 3, learn to rest by doing work. And some of you are probably thinking, what did he just say? Learn to rest by doing more work? I've learned this concept from our pastor. Coming home and being lazy for the rest of the day is not a very effective way to rest or deal with stress. If your work requires a lot of physical labor, come home and engage your brain and your intellect. If your work is more intellectual, come home and engage your muscle a little bit. Here are some ideas that you can use to focus your mind on something else at home. Learn to play an instrument. help someone with your homework, or take some college classes that interest you. Do some gardening, fix a car or start a project car, learn to sew or read an interesting book, do a remodeling project. And the list goes on and on and on. Each one of you will be able to make a list that most interests you. But don't let stress be an excuse for a lazy afternoon. Number 4, don't go through a stressful time in your life alone. Find people who will keep you accountable, who will listen, people who will tell you the things that you might not want to hear, people who care about you and will go through this with you. Talk about your stress and seek advice from others in how they deal with stress. Finally, I want to just make a short comment that in some cases, when the level of stress is very extreme, some of the things will be a little bit different, and sometimes you do need to come home and just sleep. Or sometimes you need to leave the place you are in circumstances if you have an opportunity, and remove yourself from that environment. Well, I hope that was helpful and useful for you. I am looking forward to making more videos like this, and I need your help. If you have topics or questions that I could use for my next video, please comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time.